Welcome, everyone. This is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com, and this is your stock watch list and market talk for Friday, the 9th of February. Wow, what a day in the markets. If you're a trader, you like live for these days. Market was down over 1,000 points today. The Dow dropped over 1,033 points for the day. And we did 9 trades today that I called. 6 worked brilliantly. No, just kidding. But 6 worked real nice. And we had three small losses. So 6 for 9 and a very nice day. We played to the long side, the short side. We did a Teva short. We did a call on TZA. We were watching the SPY to bounce off of the 162 level. Then it did that. We got a beautiful trade in the SPY and a nice bounce in SWKS. So just a fantastic day. I am like exhausted, let me tell you, because it was going long, going short, watching for the bounce. So it was a very interesting day as the Dow, towards the end of the day, though, moves down 1,000 points. And, um, so just, an exciting day, all right? I mean, just an exciting day trying to figure out the markets. Where is it going to bounce? What's it going to do? And it worked out very nicely. Everybody in the room green and happy and very excited for that. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, as you can see here, the Dow Jones Industrial 30, how quickly, right? I mean, we were up here at 26,500 and now we're below, 24,000 and the S&P futures are currently moving down a little bit more. So the futures right now, it's about 15 minutes to 7 my time, Eastern time. Dow futures down 124, S&P futures down 12 points, Nasdaq futures down 32. Uh, you know, the thing that I can say about this market, right? And I was talking about the monthly charts, actually the quarterly charts on a lot of stocks. I don't know if anybody else was talking about it, but I was talking about it. And when you stretch a rubber band too far, right, and you keep pulling it and pulling it, pulling it, eventually you're going to get that snap back, all right? And that's exactly what's happening now. Not much damage here on this, quarterly chart, but, the SPY on the daily chart definitely, looking a little more vulnerable than it did, and maybe a possible touchdown to the 200 SMA on the Dow Jones. You can't rule that out. It's not going to go straight there. There's going to be, pops and drops, but, it looks like we could maybe do finally a test of this 200 SMA for the Dow Jones 30. So futures tonight projecting, it's still early in the session, but you have to imagine that the Asian markets will probably go down tonight. And then with the the margin calls that are going to start going out, stops getting triggered, fear is starting to rear its ugly head, I guess. Here's your fear and greed index from the CNN money folks. Fear and greed index down to 16. So now you could say, in the short term, we're a little bit oversold as we're right back down to this 100 SMA. So are we going to get that push down tomorrow, the gap down tomorrow, and then the pop back up? And then, when you get selling on Friday and not a recovery, does that mean do we go into Monday and get some selling Monday and then maybe possibly a turnaround Tuesday? So a bunch of different scenarios could transpire, but you have to think that tomorrow maybe we'll gap down. Don't know for sure, right? We'll see how the futures are in the morning, but you would think that we're going to gap down in the morning and then maybe we could get a possible, bounce Friday or maybe Monday. So we'll see. But fear and greed index right now is at 16, so we're near that extreme fear in the markets and maybe a little bit oversold. After the bell, NVDA had their earnings, and here's a little blurb from CNBC. All right, so then, like I said, NVIDIA had their earnings, and there was that little blurb from CNBC. You see the big pop here in NVIDIA in the after hours, giving a little bit of it back just because of market conditions, but NVIDIA really came through. They beat the earnings. Let's take a look from the trade exchange, give you the numbers for NVIDIA in case you couldn't hear that report. But NVIDIA was earnings per share revenue beat. They came in at $1.72. Estimate was for $1.29, and revenue 2.9 billion, and then came in at estimate was 2.68 billion, and they came in at 2.91 billion for the revenues from for NVIDIA. This courtesy of the trade exchange. The other story today, and this was in the trade exchange also, but the other story today was Woodward, and that's WWD symbol there. And this stock popped like crazy on talks that Boeing was interested in takeover talks, and so it popped up almost $10 on those rumors. And then after the bell, Woodward says not in a deal with talks with Boeing, and then it gave it all back on WWD. So that's some of your action. That was one of the other stocks that had a lot of action today in the markets, and a lot of earnings after the bell. NVIDIA, ATVI. I'm not going to go into all of them. There's just too many. So that's the main ones, though. NVIDIA, and then that Woodward story. I showed you the fear and greed index there. Futures, let me just update you quickly. Currently down about 102. NASDAQ futures down 28, S&P futures down 10. So let's go ahead and get into the watch list for tomorrow. Now, it's not easy to put a watch list together on a day like today, but I was looking for things with relative strength. So, don't hold me to these tonight, but here's your watch list. The first one up is this ADVM, all right, and this one had a nice pop today. Big volume came into it. So we'll have to see. Everything we'll have to see in the morning, how it sets up on an intraday chart. So this ADVM might be in play. AMPE actually got a little bit of a burst here towards the close. AMPE, so I'll have that one on watch. Blue Apron with a nice move today, got back over the 50 SMA. So we'll see if this one wants to maybe make a continuation move for an intraday trade. ATOS. A nice pop here, 8 million, over 8 million shares traded, under $1 name, so you might want to keep an eye on ATOS. AVIR, good strength today, another one under $1 name, 2.4 million, so this one might be interesting for tomorrow. A little small gold stock bouncing off of the 400 SMA here. Here's GLD, right? Gold holding in this above the 50 SMA. So, if fear really starts setting in, we might get some moves in some of these little gold stocks or in the gold stocks, AUY and HMY, etc. Maybe NEM. So we'll see. All right. So, but gold holding above the 50. So that BTG might be in play. FireEye had earnings after the bell. Had a nice pop here, holding the gains. So maybe some move here in FireEye tomorrow. Let's see, GNC. I'll have this one on watch. Kind of the same thing, trying to get over the, that 450 area, trying to hold above the 50 SMA, the blue line you see there on GNC. HMNY was having fits and starts today, all right? HMNY, here's the intraday. Finally got over this 825 spot, pushed up all the way to 890, then pulled back with the rest of the market. But I'll have that one on watch in case it wants to make a move. LITE has been relatively strong. Light communications and equipment, nice move here. It seems to, give nice bounces. So that one will be on watch. Can have a little bit of a spread in it, so just be careful of that. NXTD was having a, for the market conditions that we were under, with the Dow down 1,000 points, this NXT popped up into the close here, got up to 270, gave it back in the after hours, but that's kind of understandable. It was a big pop in the morning. So we'll see if this NXTD wants to do something tomorrow. Roku. It's holding up okay. It's trying to get back over this, 46, 47 area. So I'll have Roku on watch. Snap held the 19 area, during the intraday. Here's that line there around 19. So we'll have an eye on Snap, TNDM, big move in the after hours here. TNDM, nice pop. So that'll be on watch. VUSI, some relative strength, a little bit of a pop into the close here, some volume in VUSI. And then Z actually when I first was looking at this one, it was, kind of moving up into the after hours, and then earnings came out, so it sold off. So I probably will not have a Z on watch. WWD, maybe if the rumors heat up again tomorrow, maybe we'll get another trade, or I'm sorry, get a trade in this WWD. All right, it's selling off in the after hours, but we'll have it on watch just to see if, possibly rumors come up again on WWD, Arrow, and Space. And, some of those other names too, like KTOS, they're in Arrow and Defense, and then RADA also, another Arrow and Defense space play. All right, so who knows? Maybe, some of these names might be in play tomorrow on those rumors with WWD and Boeing. All right, so that's it for the watch list. We'll keep it short and sweet. Thanks everybody for listening. This is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com. In case you don't know, I am doing a special for Valentine's Day. All right, I'm bringing back the 30 for 30 because I love you. All right, you could come try my service, ZozoStockWatch.com. I will put this down in the description box. It's $30 for 30 days, the Valentine's promotion. This will go, starts now and goes probably till the end of the week of Valentine's. That's Sunday. All right. So Zozo 30 for 30 Valentine's promotion. Just follow the link, click on the link, click sign up now, and you can join the service for $30 for 30 days. All right, everybody. Have a great evening. Back at it tomorrow.